What if your thoughts aren't just thoughts? What if they're not random, not harmless, not something that just passes through your mind, but something that quietly shapes your choices, your emotions, and eventually your life? Most people never stop to ask this question. They think, it's just thinking. Everyone thinks like this. It doesn't really matter. But what if it does? What if the way you think, especially the thoughts you repeat every day, is slowly creating the direction of your life? Not through magic, not through belief, but through attention, emotion, and repetition. In this video, we're going to explore one of the oldest ideas ever shared, but in a way, most people misunderstand. This isn't motivation. This isn't positivity. This is about awareness. Welcome to MindShift. Why this idea has lasted for generations. For thousands of years, philosophers, psychologists, and thinkers have pointed to one simple idea. Your inner world shapes your outer world, not because the universe is listening, but because your brain is. Long before modern psychology, people noticed something interesting. Two people can live in the same situation, same job, same city, same challenges, yet experience completely different lives. Why? Because they interpret reality differently, and interpretation creates behavior. Your brain is a filter, not a camera. Your mind doesn't record reality like a camera. It filters it. Out of millions of details around you, your brain selects only what matches your existing beliefs and expectations. If you believe people can't be trusted, you'll notice betrayal. If you believe opportunities are rare, you'll miss them. This isn't philosophy. This is neuroscience. Your brain's job is efficiency, not truth. And efficiency comes from repetition. What you focus on grows. Here's something simple, but powerful. What you consistently focus on, your brain learns to prioritize. If you constantly focus on problems, your mind scans for problems. Fear, your body prepares for danger. Lack, your attention finds lack. Over time, this becomes automatic. You don't choose it. It chooses you. This is how thoughts quietly become habits. Thoughts plus emotion equals conditioning. A thought alone is weak, but a thought paired with emotion becomes conditioning. Think about it. The moments you remember most in life aren't neutral. They're emotional. Your brain wires what carries emotion. So when you repeatedly think, I'm behind in life, and feel anxiety, your nervous system learns that pattern. It becomes familiar, and familiar becomes normal. Why most people don't notice this? The reason most people don't notice this process is simple. They identify with their thoughts. They assume, if I think it, it must be me. But thoughts are learned responses. They come from past experiences, environment repetition, emotional memory. You didn't choose most of them. You inherited them. And what's inherited feels invisible. The shift. Observing, not believing. The real secret isn't changing your thoughts. It's noticing them. The moment you observe a thought instead of obeying it, something changes. You create distance, and distance creates choice. You realize, I have thoughts, but I am not my thoughts. That realization alone reduces their power. Why positive thinking fails. This is where most people get stuck. They try to replace negative thoughts with positive ones, but the nervous system doesn't respond to words. It responds to authentic emotion. Forced positivity creates resistance. Awareness creates release. You don't need better thoughts. You need less attachment to the old ones. Practical awareness. Practice. Here's a simple practice you can try today. For one day, don't change your thoughts. Just notice, What repeats? What triggers emotion? What stories you tell yourself? No judgment, just observation. That alone begins rewiring your attention. What actually changes your life? Your life doesn't change when you think harder. It changes when you see clearer. Clarity reduces unconscious repetition. And when repetition breaks, new possibilities appear naturally. Not because you forced them, but because you stopped blocking them. You don't need to control your mind. You need to understand it. Most people never pause long enough to observe. MindShift exists for that pause. If this video helped you see something new, you're already changing. Welcome back to MindShift. If this video gave you clarity instead of noise, subscribe for deeper conversations on awareness, psychology, and inner patterns.